UFC Fight Night, Taira versus Park predictions. Let's just get straight into it, yeah. Right, Taira versus Park. This is a pretty underrated matchup because not many people know about Park. Park is really good. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of a shitter Dimitri Bivol, and yeah, when I say shit, I don't mean shit, but like, boxing is never as good level as boxers. You know what I mean? But I'm going with Taylor on this one. I just think on a short notice, you don't want to be doing a 5 rounder. Ideally, I'm pretty sure there's a 5 rounder to main event. Um, if it was 3 rounds, I'd consider choosing Park, but I'm kind of want Park to win. Park's kind of fun to have, but I think even if he loses this, he'll still get in the rankings at some point anyway, so it doesn't really matter for him. And he can always. They're both young, they'll both end up rematching too, but I think on the circumstances, you've just got to go with Taylor. He's a grappler too, so this is going to be a grappling fight. He's going to force Park to grapple. He's not been in a full training camp. He's going to gas out very soon. I think he'd gas out in about 2-3 rounds. Yeah, it's going to be yeah, it's gonna be pretty shit to be honest. But yeah, it's not gonna be shit. It's gonna be a good fight. But yeah, I'm gonna be going with Taylor. But keep your eye on Park. Park is really good. He's like a boxer. He's good in the clinch too. But yeah, Taylor. I just think Taylor. A genuine issue for. He could be a genuine issue for Pantoja if he actually gets in the title picture. Obviously, he lost to Royval. It could have went either way. People are like, oh, he got fraud checked. Shut the fuck up. That's not a fraud check. Fraud check is like fucking Peyton Talbot. You know what I mean? Right. But yeah, I'm going to go with Taira. I'm going with Taira. Moving on. Mateusz Rebecki versus Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan. If you don't know, I was glazing Jordan Vucenic before going into his fight with Chris Duncan. And yeah, he was getting pieced up before he decided, yeah, I'm going to shoot for a takedown against a guy with a really good guillotine. Jordan Vucenic, man. Why did they cut him? They should have given one more fight, and if he flopped that as well, then I can't argue with it. But 2 fights, you know, you know. But yeah, Mateusz Rebecki. I'm going with Mateusz Rebecki, and I'll tell you why I'm going with Mateusz Rebecki. He shocked off takedowns against Orablai, and Orablai is some fucking crazy inbred from fucking. Well, where's he from? Kazakhstan? Kyrgyzstan? Fucking one of those Istan countries, right? So he's one of them crazy inbreds from that country, and he's probably got some mad grip strength. Sorry, Chris Duncan, I don't think you have the strength of Orablai, who can't even make 155. So I'm gonna go with Chris Duncan. No, I'm not going with Chris Duncan. I'm going with Rebecki, and as well, he's Polish. He's Polish. Polish fighters are fucking amazing. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're moving on. Elvis Brenner versus Estevan Ribovic. And I've got something to say about Elvis Brenner, right? I know we don't really look at regional fighters on his record, but there's a few regional fighters that I actually recognised on his record as pretty decent. Like, they were pretty decent. Like, one off the top of my head was Samuel Silva, and he just got the Cage Warriors title. And yeah, and he's fighting on Contender Series this year, and he's like, Elvis Brenner's beating decent people, but I will be lying if I said I am going with Ribovic here. I haven't looked at his fucking regional scene, but like, Estevan Ribovic, he's just that guy. He should have won his last fight against Hakparast. He should have won that fight. Estevan Ribovic is a monster. I really don't think, like, Brenner's good, but I don't think he's going to beat my boy Ribovic. Ribovic is just that guy in the division. Yeah, he should be fighting for a ranking right now. You know what I mean? He clearly won that Hakparast fight. I rewatched it. He clearly won it. But yeah, moving on. Carlos Rosa versus Nora Canal. Right, let's just get it over with. What's the records? I'm literally going based off it. Right, Nora Canalo's winning. Right, moving on. Neil Magny versus the guy that beat Sean Strickland that one time. Yeah, right. I'm gonna be honest. After Santos's last fight, which I thought he kind of shit the bed quite a bit, I'm gonna go with Neil Magny, and I know this could age really fucking well, but Neil Magny is good. No, not good. He's met everywhere. While Santos, I can't really tell if he's good anywhere because every fight it's kind of, then he's good again, then he's and then he's good again, then he's and then he's good again. So you know what I mean? It's just nah. I'm gonna stick with Neil Magny. And Neil Magny, like he's fought some of the best in the world, even though he's the gatekeeper. He is pretty himself. This is the battle of like who's the bigger shitter, the bigger journeyman, essentially. But I'm gonna go with Neil Magny. I don't think he's that bad as everyone says he is. You know, I think he's actually pretty decent. But yeah, moving on. Danny Silva versus Kevin Vallejos. Oh, they just had to put Danny Silva. Danny Silva's really fucking good, by the way. But Kevin Vallejos is that guy, man. I think we're going to see Kevin Vallejos in the rankings soon, very fucking soon. I think after this win, they're probably going to speedrun him to a title. Well, yeah, the rankings, not the title, but they're going to speedrun him there. And I do think, the glaze is getting real. I think if Volkanovski is still the champion by the time Kevin Vallejo gets in the rankings, this is your nightmare matchup right here. Boxer, he's kind of like an Argentinian Ilia Topuria, if you don't know. But yeah, if you don't know, I'm going with Kevin Vallejos. Don't know if you could tell, but yeah, I'm going with Kevin Vallejos. He's just amazing. But I do think he could like beat some of the top guys. Like his one loss was on the Contender Series to what's his name? He just beat fucking Bryce Mitchell. What's his name? Gene Silver. Gene Silver, right? And I can't remember the fight off too much. I can't remember the fight, but I remember it being super close. And because he was 23, they didn't really want to rush him in the UFC. Kevin Vallejos is only 23, by the way. They didn't want to rush him into the UFC, so they let him pretty much go on the regional scene, cause havoc there, and he's back. That's not getting cut out, and yeah, he's just a monster, man. He's just a monster. He's very fucking dense too. Look at him. Look at him. He just fucking hits like something else. Danny Silva's good though. He could get the upset here. I'm not gonna lie. He is very fucking good, but I just think there's just a size difference, skill difference, and just Kevin Vallejos is the better fighter, you know, and he hits a lot harder than Silva. But yeah, yeah. Moving on to the next one, which is the prelim or headliner. Oh, Nakamura versus Fletcher. Now, if you don't know who Nakamura is, I thought he was pretty fucking decent. You know, he's a Japanese wrestler with all these credentials and all this type of that. And then he got into a fight with the middest fighter in the world on the 311 card and decided to look across from him and not shoot a singular takedown, the thing he's been training to do since he popped out of the womb. You know, literally the second, you know, like in UK, where I'm from, you know, you come out the womb, you know, you start learning how to walk, talk, crawl, all this type of shit, right? In fucking wrestling cultures, the first thing they do when they pop out the fucking womb is just learn how to blast double legs. And he didn't even do that. He didn't even shoot one takedown, I think. That's actually pathetic. So because that fight was such a stinker and I can't get it out of my head for how bad that was. Because he is good. But that was such a shitter that I'm choosing Nathan Fletcher. And Nathan Fletcher is good too. Nathan Fletcher, I don't even think he's... Hang on. Nathan Fletcher trains with Paddy Pimlet. He is a grappler. I know he's a grappler, Nathan Fletcher. Who did he just fight? It's Kalen Loughran, isn't it? It's Kalen Loughran. Kalen Loughran he just beat, and Kalen Loughran's down the PFL, because fuck him. Make him versus Lewis McGrillen. I'm going to go with Nathan Fletcher. I think even if he gets taken down, he's going to scramble with Nakamura. But even then, I've got a feeling that Nakamura might get this done, and it might be like a remember me sort of performance. But the fact that you just stood in front of what's his name, Gafarov, and you didn't even shoot a takedown. He's mid as fuck. He's mid as fuck, away. But yeah, moving on. And Gaffrod's literally just a fat bantamweight. But yeah, moving on. Rodolfo Vieira versus Trajan Gore. I'm going with Vieira. I don't think I have to explain this one. Uh, I'm gonna explain it anyway. But see these little spots all just trinkled around his stomach there? That's a sign, and on his arm there. That's a sign of steroid use. And he's a BJJ athlete. It's unfair, but I'm choosing Vieira. He's a steroid cheat. He's gonna win this one. And Gore's kind of mid, kind of not mid. So yeah. Nick Klein versus Andrei Pulyev. Did he just lose his undefeated streak? No, he didn't. But yeah. This is a close one, I think. I'll go with Pulyev. Because even if because his name ends in a V, he'll get a second of control time and they'll just bias towards it. I'll go with Pulyev. Yeah. Nick Klein's good though. Nick Klein's good. I'm gonna go Pulyev though. Yeah, I'm gonna go Pulyev. And the next fight is Austin Bashi versus. Oh, that was not the guy on my notes. Fuck's sake. I'm gonna go Austin Bashi regardless. Because it's Austin Bashi and he's really fucking good and he's only lost to Christian Rodriguez, the best fraud tracker in the sport. Literally, say if Austin Bashi lost to anyone fucking else, right? And then he fought Christian Rodriguez straight afterwards, he'd beat him straight up. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Austin Bashi. Austin Bashi's a really good fighter. Keep your eye on Austin Bashi. I know he's lost, but he is fucking good. He is really good. But yeah, Austin Bashi's really good, and I think I'm gonna go to RNC. That's his main thing. He sort of takes you down, gets the back, RNC, and then it's done. Right, let's look at the next fight. Estevan, Rafael. Well, I'm going with Rafael Estevan. He's just good. Felipe Bones. Yeah, I'm going with Estevan. I don't really have to explain. He's undefeated. You know, again, the same sports. You know. But yeah, I'm going to go with Estevan. And then, oh, for fuck's sake. Who has the better record? Yeah, I'll go with Rodriguez. But yeah, that's the predictions. I've gone with Rodriguez, Estevan, Bashi, Pulyev. Is it Pulyev or Pulyev? I don't know. But yeah, that guy. The steroid cheat. I'm gonna go with Fletcher, but literally could go either way. But I can't get that out of my head that he didn't shoot a takedown ever. So I'm going Nathan Fletcher, and he's UK. Obviously Kevin Vallejos. This is just obvious stuff right there. Neil Magny, Nora Canol, Ribovic, Rebecca, and then I'm going to go with Taira. By the way, this is a really close fight. I really think this could go either way. But yeah, that's the video. Like, subscribe, and yeah.